Question number 21. 6 objects are classified into 2 groups as shown in the table. The objects are grouped according to. So here we can see group Y is having a plastic sheet, envelope and newspaper. And group Z is having iron nail, test tube and bricks. So first option is their flexibility, the materials they are made of, whether they are waterproof, none of this. So it is not concerned with waterproof thing. It is not concerned according to the things that are mentioned in these two groups. They are made up of different materials, so we cannot consider that part also. But here their flexibility can be a part because group Y is quite flexible and group Z is not flexible, it is hard, right? So based on flexibility, we can differ or classify these two groups. Question number 22. Read the given paragraph. Anisha is making snowman with her friends in her backyard, whereas Kavish is beating the heat by eating ice cream. Identify the place where Anisha and Kavish dwell and the weather they are experiencing and select the correct statement regarding this. Anisha might be wearing clothes sourced from fruit of a plant. The area where Anisha lives receives precipitation in the form of solid state of water. Kavish is experiencing the season as we wear clothes made of wool. Floods are of common occurrence at the place where Anisha lives. So here Anisha is making snowman, right? So snowman can be made where the place is very cold and it is snowing. It is snow everywhere, right? And Kavish is beating the heat by eating ice cream, right? That means what? Anisha lives in a place where the precipitation comes in a solid state, that is the snow. So B should be our correct answer. Correct. Question number 23. A note is shown in the given figure which Tarun has made about different types of houses. Unfortunately, when he had finished writing, accidentally some water split over the page and smudged some of the keywords. Select the correct sequence of smudged word to complete the note. People who roam around from place to place are called nomads, right? They live in different types of houses. Okay, dash and dash. They live in dens. Uh, they live on trees also. In places where it rains a lot, dash houses are made of wooden poles. So bamboo houses are made of wooden poles, right? So places where it rains a lot, we generally make a high raised houses, right? So here none of these are correct actually. Nomads will not have tents and canvases. They make kacha houses. Yes, kacha houses can be an option. Nomads also correct, but tents and canvas is not correct. Nomads is correct here. Canvas is wrong. Tent is wrong. Igloo, no. Tribesman can be correct. Canvas is wrong. Tent wrong. Kacha is correct. Better we go for the none of this because all the options should be correct, right? So none of these options are correct in all the senses. So our answer should be option number D. Question number 24. The given figure shows a box being pushed by a boy. Identify the three forces P, Q, R acting on the box, right? So here, as the boy is pushing this side, okay, so R is the push, the force that is giving in the form of push. Q, you can see the arrow is downward, right? So P should be downward means P should be gravitational. And Q, you can see it is acting on the opposite side of the force that the person is giving. So, Q is definitely the friction or the frictional force. So, our correct answer should be option number B. Question number 25. Look at the given classification table. Which of the following can be X? Body system, lungs, nose, heart and X. So, lungs is the organ and nose is a part of the respiratory system. Okay. And heart is the organ of the circulatory system, and the part of the circulatory system here is not the brain, not the backbone, not the small intestine, but the blood vessels. Right. So, our correct answer is option number A. Question number 26. In the given food web, decrease in the population of bulbul is likely to cause bulbul, caterpillar are eaten by bulbul, plants, bulbul is taking the plant, grasshopper, bulbul is also eating the grasshopper, and the snakes are eating the bulbul, right? So, increase in the grasshopper and lizard population. So, here that means there is a decrease in the bulbul population. That means what? The grasshopper and grasshopper will increase in number and the lizards also will increase in number. Why the lizard population will increase in number? Because the lizard is eating the caterpillar and the bulbul is also eating the caterpillar, right? So, as the bulbul is decreasing in number, so the lizards will have ample amount of caterpillar to eat, right? So, definitely their population will increase. So, our correct answer should be option number A. Question number 27. The given diagram represents the water cycle. Select the correct option regarding the process L, M and N. So, here L is evaporation, M is condensation and N is precipitation, right? So, we have to find the correct option. Let's see. First option says in process M, the water vapor becomes hot to form tiny drops of water which come together to form rain. Water vapor becomes hot. Water vapor is formed when the water is hot. So, this is not the correct statement. Option number B says in process L, okay, evaporation, water from river, lakes and seas change to water vapor. Correct, evaporation. Due to the warmth of sunlight. This is a correct statement. Option C says in process N, precipitation, N is precipitation, water droplets that form clouds in process M is condensation, becomes heavy and fall back to earth as rain. Correct. So, C is also correct. So, our correct answer should be option number D. Question 28. Select the pair of plants that have tap roots. So, tap roots are the plants where they have the main root, and from the main root, the branching roots come out, right? So, the pair of plants that has the tap root, potato has tap root, wheat no, radish, onion, no, sugarcane, maize, sugarcane no. Yes, D is the correct answer. Carrot and radish both have tap roots. Question number 9. Which of the following will not help to control environmental pollution? Traveling by bicycle instead of car. This is correct. This will help a lot in controlling the environmental pollution. Use of neem oil instead of insecticide to keep insects away from plants. Yes, this is also correct. Burning waste material in open. This is wrong. Okay, burning of waste materials in open, it will cause air pollution. Reuse of can, bottle and newspaper whenever possible. This is also correct. So, the option that will not help to control the environmental pollution is option number C. Question number 30. A plant is placed in a black box with a small opening as shown. So this is a small opening. Okay, this is a black box. The setup is then placed in the sunny place and the plant is watered daily. In which direction 1, 2, 3 or 4 will the plant grow after a few days? So this is the sunlight, this is the opening and this is the black box. So here we can understand the opening is towards the number 2, right? So plants will definitely grow towards the 2 number. Why? Because it is getting the proper aeration from that point. So the plant will try to get aeration as well as sunlight through that point only, right? So that it can perform photosynthesis and grow. Question number 31. So from here we start with the achiever section. Identify the birds P, Q and R from the given diagrams and select the incorrect statement. So Q is between these two. So Q is the bird that has wet feet and 3 toes in front and 1 at the back. P is having strong and sharp claws called talons and it has 3 toes in front and 1 at the back, and R is the bird that has 3 toes in front and 1 at the back. So we have to find the incorrect statement. So first statement says birds of type R could be flesh-eating bird like hawks and eagles. Correct. This is the correct statement. Okay. Option B says R type of birds could be perching birds that can hold onto a branch of a tree. Yes, this is also correct. Birds of type Q can swim in water. Yes, they have wet feet. They can swim in water. This is also correct. Option D says in birds of type P, talon helps them to catch prey like rats and small birds. So this is the incorrect statement, right? So our correct answer is option number D. Question number 32. The given diagram shows the transport of gases in our body. Which part of the body are represented by the letter W, X and Y respectively? So here from W carbon dioxide to X, then from X carbon dioxide to Y, from Y oxygen to X, and from X it is W, right? So here we can understand that W can represent the whole body from where the carbon dioxide is being collected and brought to the heart. So X can be the heart. Okay. The heart pumps this carbon dioxide rich blood to the lungs. Y can be the lungs. So in the lungs, the carbon dioxide is taken and the blood is mixed with the oxygen. So from here, from the lungs, the oxygen rich blood reach to the heart and then the heart pumps the blood to the different parts of the body. So thus the different parts of the body gets the oxygen rich blood. So our correct answer should be option number A. Question number 33. Study the given flowchart and identify P, Q, R and S. So here planet, no. Stars, yes is P. Planet, yes. Red planet, yes is Q. Red planet, no. Planet with moons, no is S, yes is R. So from here we can understand that planet, no. Star, yes is P. So the P can be the sun, that is not a planet, but it is a bright star. So P can be sun. Then it is planet, yes. Red planet, yes is Q. So Q can be Mars because Mars is called the red planet. Planet, yes. Red planet, no. Planet with moons, moon or moons, no is S. So planet without moons can be can be Mars is here, Venus, okay, and with moons can be Uranus. Okay, so it can be D. Answer is option number D. Question number 34. Study the given diagram which shows X, Y, and Z as three states of water. Which arrow K, L, M, and N represent the processes of melting and boiling? So here X, loss of heat becomes Y, Z, gain of heat becomes Y, L. So Y, gain of heat becomes X, and Y, loss of heat becomes Z. So here we have to find out the process of melting and boiling. So here the process of melting, so Z gains heat and L becomes L. So this can be melting, L can be melting, and gain of heat becomes X. Water again, represents the process of melting and boiling. Yes, boiling can be M, gain of heat. This is boiling. Okay, so our correct answer should be option number A. Question number 35. The given diagram shows transportation of food and water in a plant. Select the option that correctly identifies the part of the plants. So P, both side equation, then Q, both side equation R, and then from Q it is flower, right? So transportation of food and water. So transportation of food and water, mm, we have to find out, identify, select the option that correctly identifies the part of the plant. Transportation of food is done by phloem and transportation of water is done by xylem. Okay, so here the parts that are involved in the transportation of food and water is Q can be the stem, R can be the root. The root absorbs the waters and mineral, it transfers to the stem, and from the stem it goes to the leaf. And from the leaf, the food is prepared, and then it goes to the stem, and from the stem, it goes to the root. So P should be leaf, Q should be the stem, and R should be the root. So our correct answer is option number D. So we have completed all the 35 questions in this question paper. I hope the discussion of this paper will be helpful for your further preparation of level 2. Hope for the best. Best of luck, everybody. Thank you so much.